Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Congratulations on what has been a beautiful, steady, and yet meteoric rise at the same time.
Yeah, it's been all right.
It's been all right, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It really has been amazing. For me, it was interesting because I told you this backstage, but I saved Aquaman. I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie. I want to find like the right day when I'm there with my TV, get everything set up, and I saved it. And then like I watched Aquaman, and then immediately watched Watchmen, and then like I just watched Us as well, like a little period, and then I was like, you are everywhere. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like you everywhere because your face always changes.
Yeah, man, it's one of my gifts. You know, having a beard that connects, being able to wear a mustache, being able to grow an afro.
Right.
You know. I just do like that.
I wonder if you have fans who don't even know that they're like your fan. Like you have a fan base who's just in like DC world.
I do. I absolutely. I have fans from a show called The Get Down. That was my first job.
Right.
Okay. I see 1 or 2 or 3. I see. And sometimes they don't know that I'm the same person that was in, let's say, The Greatest Showman.
Right.
You know.
Right.
People from The Greatest Showman definitely don't know that I was in Baywatch. You know what I mean? You know, so it's like
it really is an amazing career that you're forming. And what's cool is you have this presence on screen, but at the same time you can blend in and be anybody.
Yeah.
Watchmen though is just like, it feels like it's become bigger than just a show. It feels like it's become a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's a powerful story. What I found interesting was you didn't know what you would be doing in the show.
No. I thought I signed up to play Regina King's husband on an HBO show. You know what I mean? I see the breakdown. It says Cal, and it says, well, he's kind of mysterious or something. I'm like, married to Regina King. You know, married to Angela Abor. I'm like, HBO, sign me up. I want to do that, right? And it was cool. And then it turned into something that was just really, really a gift. I had already shot the first episode and maybe even the second. And then I had a conversation with Damon, and he let me in on the big secret about the show.
It's been a cultural phenomenon for so many reasons. Yeah. One, because it's a brilliant exploration of like comic book characters and like that world. But then at the same time, because it's based on something that happened in America.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Tulsa, Oklahoma is one of those stories where you watch the beginning of Watchmen, and a lot of people go like, wow, this is a wild story.
Yeah.
But then people actually started searching it and learned that it was a true story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that's part of the reason that it impacts so many people when watching the show? It's an absurd and fantastical look at a real world?
Yeah, well, Watchmen parallels in a lot of ways our world, our United States.
Right.
And so a lot of these stories, you know, these action figure stories, they don't always use events from real history.
Right.
And Watchmen is a show that says, okay, well, you know what? We're gonna say something about America. We're gonna use real American history, and it seems shocking. We're gonna shoot it on a scale that is unbelievable.
Right.
But it's actually the truth. You know, this history, these massacres that took place in Oklahoma, they're actually true. And in our show, we say, well, yes, this happened, and then we see the repercussions as that trauma is passed down from generation to generation to generation. 3 generations later, we see Angela Abor still dealing with the trauma of 100 years ago.
Right.
Which is something that actually still happens today.
That's what really has made it so powerful. Is it almost explains the legacy of systemic racism.
Yes.
It explains the legacy of so many things that people go like, oh, that happened so long ago, and then you realize how it can have a knock-on effect. One other part of the show that I think makes it really successful is you being topless or naked in it.
I see a couple people out there who are just they're not impressed.
No. They haven't seen you yet. They're angry because they haven't seen it. That's what that is. But I feel like if people write you into a movie or a show, they have to find a way to get you to take off your shirt. No, because you have an amazing body. You do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You do, though. You have an amazing body.
I wasn't expecting to come on and get compliments, but
yeah, but you do, though. But I wonder, do they ever write it in like a weird way where it's just like, and then there's a fire in the living room and he takes off his shirt to put out the fire. Right, does it ever feel, like, are you ever like self-conscious in any way about that, or you just like, no, I have a six-pack, so this is what I'm gonna do?
No, but this is the thing, I don't always have a six-pack. I just tend to find myself perpetually getting ready for roles that require me to work out. But the last day, like for Watchmen, for example, the last day that I shot that, I stopped going to the gym for months.
Right.
I just got back into the gym about 1 month ago, but I took a 5-month hiatus because I don't enjoy working out.
So wait, so are you doing this to prepare for Matrix 4?
Currently, I'm working out to prepare for the Matrix, yes.
I mean, Matrix 4, people, this is huge.
Yeah.
That movie was one of my, maybe my top 3 favorite movies of all time, The Matrix. And I mean, like, everyone was so shocked when they announced, hey, we're actually going to be making Matrix 4.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Keanu Reeves in this, but you're going to be in it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane to be part of such a huge franchise.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, and I think we're going to tell a really, really exciting story. It's a story that's relevant to the times. Personally, I'm excited about the technology because you see what they did in 1999 with that technology. It still holds up. And so I'm really excited to, to get in there and to play, but to also, to be a fan of it and to see what we're going to do 20 years later and how, given how much technology has advanced.
Right.
And go and hopefully take my shirt off in the Matrix because, why not?
Some of these people are happy, and you know what? I'm not going to be mad either. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, for real. Watchmen is available now on HBO Go. And now, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, everybody.